that was delusions of Savior, or Savior. This is Life is a Highway by Tom Cochran.
Love's like a road that you travel on when there's one day and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside the darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. With a brave heart free and lover's soul, come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate, break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I loved you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hills. From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, the Khyber Pass to Vancouver's lights. Knock me down and back up again. You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man. There's no load I can't hold. The road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Just tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. Yeah. You're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I, a misunderstanding once, but now we're looking in the eye. There ain't no load that I can't hold. Road so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Just tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, yeah. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, yeah. Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long.
Damn, I probably got rid of that for a moment. Hold on a minute. And that was Life is a Highway by Tom Cochran. Hold on a minute, people. The other day, people, I heard something about Winfield High School that I didn't like. Next time I hear something like that, I'm gonna be disappointed, to be honest with y'all. From what I heard at Winfield High School in Winfield, West Virginia, which I am an alumni from there, if I hear one more goddamn thing Oh, okay, I got rid of it on there. Good, but it showed up still on one of the things. But still, here's what I'm gonna tell people: if I hear one more incident or or cyberbullying or bullying thing or something that disgusts me about Winfield High School, I'm telling you, and I already erased it. I'm telling you, I will be disappointed to the core. Even though I did go to Winfield High School, but I will be disappointed. Just putting that out there. Hello there, I'm BRC. Can't you tell? Can't you see by dawn's early light? Welcome to EBCV TV, January the 6th, 2024. Yeah. Anyway, I need to tell you something real quick, but first we need to go to the Ohio lottery. Which, by the way, I picked a ticket yesterday, by the way. So let me show you what I won, people. But first, let me censor this real quick, blur this real quick so I can sign in. Okay, good. That's good that they did that for the password. Okay, well, I guess I didn't have to blur it, but I still want to blur my email though. Okay, there's my account. Let's go to my account. Let's see here. Where the cash explosion. Now I don't know if you know this, people. Hold on a minute. I don't know if you know. Yeah, I'm also live and pre-recording this. I don't know if you know this, but I got an entry to try to get on cash explosion, people. You want proof? Here, I'll show you the damn proof, people. Because I can, even though I don't think I will be on Cash Explosion. But here's what I'm going to tell y'all, people. The entry date that I entered for this Cash Explosion entry was yesterday when I was in South Point, Ohio. And let me tell you something, people. We got to watch Cash Explosion on January the 20th, 2024. What that means, we may have a live stream on here, but I'm not for sure yet. And for those who don't know what Cash Explosion is, it's the Ohio Lottery game show. Hopefully I get on there, people, even though I don't know if I'm actually I think I am allowed. I think West Virginia contestants can be on there too. My grandmother said there's been people from Texas that has been on there, which is awesome, which sounds awesome. Well, let's see what day it is today according to National Today. I don't know what today's National, whatever day it is. Free King's Day, huh? Oh, really? Don't care. Even though I should care. But I don't. Free King's Day today, apparently. Apple Tree Day. Armenian Christmas, wow. But here's the funny thing, I bet they don't have Santa Claus. I think their Christmas is different. A day of Los Reyes. I don't know. I guess that's similar to this day. Dry Bean Day. Epiphany. Thought Christmas was over. Well, yeah, it kind of is over with, people. Also, hold on. Well, that viewer just left. Well, anyway, National Bean Day today. Well, but it's not Mr. Bean Day, not National Mr. Bean Day. It's just National Bean Day. But we can talk about Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean was a mime on a good TV show. He talked some, don't worry, but he was a funny British guy, actor. TV show, whatever. And you know what? Let's see what else today is. National Cuddle Day. Want to cuddle with me? No. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to say. It's National Davis Day, National Samantha Day. Speaking of Samanthas, I miss one Samantha. Samantha Brown, I think was her name. Now, for those who don't know, Samantha Brown was a world traveler. And I think she still is. Let me make sure. I don't know if she's still alive. Samantha. Oops, hold on. Brown. Yeah, Samantha Brown. Yeah, she's still alive. But still. Yeah, she's an American television host notable for her work on the host of, as the host of several travel channel shows, which now is not the Travel Channel anymore, to be honest, including Girl Meets Hawaii, Great Vacation Homes, Great Hotels, Passport to Europe, Passport to Latin America, Great Weekends, Green Getaways, Passport to China, and Samantha Brown's Asia. Yeah. And she also began hosting a show on PBS called Samantha Brown's Places to Love. Well, guess what, though, people? Here's what I actually miss her on the Travel Channel. Actually, I do. You think I don't? Huh. Anyway, there's your day, Samantha Brown. National Samantha Day. And you know what else, people? It's National Smith Day. Whoa. What was that? A book? Hey, BRC. Well, a book just fell in my lap. That was unexpected. And it's a wrestling book called WWE's Greatest Rivalries. Let's try to find one real quick. Let's turn to a page, a mysterious page, in which I found Bob Backlund versus Bret the Hitman Hart. No, I'm not gonna read it now because if I remember right, Bret screwed Bret, and Shawn went on. I'm sorry if that offended Bret Hart, but I don't really give a shit. He should have knew better. I have that book, yeah. Well, I mean, I know that wasn't Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels, but it said Bob Backlund versus Bret to him. And let me find the one that is. Hold on, this may take a while. Chris Jericho's rivalries. ECW versus WWE. That's funny. Actually, I don't want to read the ECW versus WWE. Oh, sorry. Yeah, let's read this. Launched in 1993, Extreme Championship Wrestling (ECW) was owned and run by former WCW personality Paul Heyman. It soon became known for its extremely violent matches and its loyal fan base. By 1996, ECW had grown into a national sports entertainment brand. Okay, I will read this one, okay? One big enough and hungry enough to challenge WWE's supremacy. To grab the world's attention, ECW decided to attack WWE superstars in their own backyard. You need to get the Nitro Book Extended Edition. That's interesting. Well, let's go for the list of the free list here about ECW versus WWE. The ECW invasion. On September 22nd, 1996, ECW superstars, including Tommy Dreamer, Taz, the Sandman, and Paul Heyman, bought tickets to WWE's Mind Games pay-per-view event, also known as a premium live event now. Yeah, but back then it was a pay-per-view. Okay, they were kicked out of the arena, but the stunt worked. Fans started bringing ECW signed T-shirts to WWE events. Annoyed WWE announcer Jerry Lawler challenged ECW, dubbing it extreme crappy wrestling. I heard about that, but I didn't watch it. Look it up. It comes with extra stuff, including never before seen pay per view. Okay. Anyway, to, yeah, extremely crappy wrestling, which I don't think Jerry the King Lawler shouldn't have done that, but to bring its superstars onto the February 24th, 1997 episode of Raw. ECW gleefully obliged, which means, oh, let me think what obliged means. That means they showed up, and they did show up, and I think I watched that episode. Let me make sure. Obliged. Shit. Obliged. Okay, here, I think that's how you say it. Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it right. Did you know in the 90s pay per view for WCW and WWF was price was $29.95 and $24.95? Wow, I didn't know that. That actually, I think that would have been a good price, today.
Oblige.
Yeah, oblige.
Oblige.
Yeah, they oblige. Hold on. ECW did so they to make someone legally and morally bound to an action or course of action or do as someone asks and decide in order to help or please them or be indebted or grateful. Is some of the definition. Let's see, there's more right here. By an oath, promise, or contract. Well, I don't know which one of them, but anyway, a few months later, Lawler showed up at the June 7th, 1997, 2 years and 1 day before before I was born, by the way. Just like when DX invaded Nitro, if they would have been let in the arena, just imagine if it did happen. Yeah, I can only imagine. But anyway, 2 years and 1 day before I was born, ECW pay per view, the Jerry Lawler showed up and attacked Tommy Dreamer. The war between the ECW and WWE was on, with superstars from both sides competing on each other's shows for the following months. Yeah, okay, two, Wesley. Oh, and I got another good announcement, unless if I don't make it on the show in just a few minutes. Anyway, WWE comes out on top. Exposure via WWE brought ECW increased popularity. It gained national pay-per-view events, action figures, video games, and even a show on cable TV. However, ECW did not have the financial resources to sustain such success. Yeah, that is right. Unfortunately, how they and ECW both promised them more money and fame, and several ECW stars soon left, or superstars soon left, for greener pastures. WWE WWE's Raw replaced ECW show and ECW show, and ECW's creative force Paul Heyman became a Raw announcer. Do what? Announce or I don't know what we're do what. Okay. Well, anyway, announce it. I will in just a few minutes. ECW went bankrupt, and on July 9th, 2000, I'll announce it. Okay. Earlier, I announced it earlier, but here's what I'm going to tell you. On January the 20th, 2024, you may want to watch Cash Explosion. Why? Because I have an entry to the Cash Explosion show. That's the announcement. Now, will I be on Cash Explosion? I don't know. But please watch Cash Explosion on January 20th, 2024 to see if I get announced for their show. Announcement to a possible announcement. And my announcement for the entry. Okay, now where was I on here? ECW went bankrupt, and on July 9, 2001, which I wasn't really that old. I think I was, let me think here, 1999. Over 2 years old, I think. Well, anyway, and on the July 9, 2001 episode of SmackDown, Stephanie McMahon declared that she had bought the company. She aligned ECW with her brother Shane's WCW to form the Alliance. Pictured right. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, if you remember the Alliance, it didn't work. If you get on the show, you had to travel to Cleveland. Damn it. Well, it'll be worth it. Hopefully. Yeah, there's the picture of Stephanie McMahon and Shane McMahon when they were starting in the WWE. If people were wondering, if younger people were wondering. Also, anyway, a faction of superstars that wanted to put an end to WWE. Well, did that work? No, but still. By the end of 2001, however, the alliance had folded. They stood supreme in sports entertainment, and the brand name ECW seemed dead and gone. Until a brief revival. That is, what are the odds your name gets called tonight? I don't know. I really don't know. Probably 1 in 1,000 or 1 million, but still. I guess I had to watch it tonight too. uh, anyway, a brief revival. ECW was gone but not forgotten. On June 12th, 2005, WWE produced an ECW reunion pay-per-view called, get this Wesley, One Night Stand, featuring former ECW star Sunday Day Superstar resented the revival. And like their ECW counterpart nearly a decade before, staged an invasion. The show ended in a huge brawl, with Team ECW emerging as victors and celebrating in fine style. I can picture it now. Bailey Chandler, Poker, West Virginia. Well, actually, I changed it to Dunbar because that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, I can also imagine Bailey Chandler, Dunbar, West Virginia too. But I should have I don't know. But still, I don't think they was thinking right to name it One Night Stand. Some people would think it's a XXX Triple X pay per view. Yeah, that's a weird pay per view called One Night Stand. Yeah, but yeah, people probably thought that, but I know for sure. Anyway, now where was with Team ECW emerging as victors and celebrating fine. So a year later, a second one night stand. So I guess two. They should call it two night stands. Okay, show was held, heralding a new weekly ECW television show under the Day banner. This debuted on June 13th, 2006, and featured a mix of ECW originals and lesser known WWE superstars. Not as extreme as the original ECW show, it became a place for WWE rookies to learn their craft. By February 16th, 2010, however, as we all know, and sadly, ECW was replaced by WWE NXT, which at that time NXT was totally different from the NXT we know today. Just saying. Shockingly, I wish they would bring back ECW. ECW would still rule to this day, especially, but then they would have rivalries with GCW and maybe IDA East Coast, you know. But here's what I'm gonna tell y'all: ECW is in my mind too, and I do want to make my own extreme promotion, as you may know, people. What is that extreme promotion? You may be asking yourself. Extreme eating contest. Now I don't know if they would accept that, you know, but especially since it's close to since it's EEC and this is ECW. Question. Okay, this is a trivia question. What? Hold on. Wait, let me get it up here. Which WWE superstar was WWE champion for a couple of minutes in a championship scramble match, and he's the former tag team champion. He was a former. He was a. Damn, that's interesting. The first answer, it says it's me, which I don't remember being a WWE superstar, but I wish. B, the Hurricane. C, Brian Kendrick. Or D, Tommy Dreamer. That is a hard one. I'm going to go with C, D, Brian Kendrick. If I remember right, it's Brian Kendrick. But I'm not for sure on that one. I'm still debating on that, but I really wanted to be the Hurricane. Oh, it is correct? Brian Kendrick? Wow. He was this close. So he was only. They changed. You mean like world champion? You mean like they world champion? Like the actual spinner belt? Like they. Or what they championship belt was it? I don't know, but still. I knew it was Brian Kendrick because it couldn't have been a Hurricane, and I knew it couldn't be Tommy Dreamer, and I know definitely it couldn't have been me, but I wish it was me. But if it was me, I would only held that for a couple of minutes. I wanted to hold it like as long as Drew McIntyre held it for, but still. But not as long as Roman Reigns, because I would probably get, in the championship scramble match, I believe it was Unforgiven 2008 or 9. Okay, 2000, that's interesting. So why did he lose it then? So he was the world champion, and who did he lose? Let me guess who he lost it to. Out of all the people he probably lost it to, it probably was John Cena, right? If I remember. But still, I like John Cena, but I don't know who else he could have lost it to. Okay, we need to watch a video.
Watch sports with live TV like cable. With
Can you
YouTube
hear the
TV,
video
try
fine?
it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
With Home
I'm
Chef,
also gonna
home
put
cooking
this
is
on
so simple,
YouTube,
you
if
go
that's
from
fine
step
with
1 to
you.
done with practically...
Oh man, I'm ready for movie night.
What movie do you guys want to watch?
Let's watch a comedy.
Oh, I got something hilariously bad. We should watch 80 for Brady. We can take a shot every time it sucks. I think we can black out in the first 10 minutes.
Aw, it looks like a cute movie to me.
Yeah, cute.
Hungry time.
What?
Oh, Jeffrey has a hungry bell. Whenever he's hungry, he rings that bell.
McDonald's.
We'll get you McDonald's.
Nuggies.
We'll get you Nuggies.
Sauce.
We'll get you sauce.
Is he gonna do this the whole movie?
Jeffy, if you be quiet the entire movie and don't ring your bell, we'll get you McDonald's.
Okay.
All right, I'll go put the movie in.
Looks like I'm sitting pretty, boys. I got 20.
Yeah, well, I have 2 kings.
21, you all lose.
Damn it!
Gosh darn it.
Go ahead, bake my chips. I'm loaded, baby. But while you're at it, go ahead and get me some more.
I'm out, guys.
Oh yeah, maybe you'd actually turn a profit if you didn't sell 20 chicken nuggets for $1, you piece of shit.
Yeah, well, screw you, Ronald.
Oh yeah, sit and spit on it, Burger King, piece of shit.
Hey, leave Burger King alone.
Don't get me started on you, Wendy. Always fresh, never frozen. My ass. You're telling me they kill the cows in the slaughterhouse, then they take...
Oh, wait a minute. So we're having an argument. So Ronald McDonald, Wendy's, and the Burger King are having this argument, okay?
all that bloody meat and they load it into the truck. Never frozen, by the way. And then they drive that shit all around the United States. Rotting because it's never frozen, because freezing it would be way too safe. They just drive it around, dropping it off at your locations. If your meat is never frozen, then my balls are never sucked. And that shit is highly unlikely.
Well, at least our ice cream machines aren't broken.
And don't get me started on your Frosties. You're telling me you gotta dip your French fries in ice cream to make it taste good? My shit is always good. Michael Jackson loved our shit. And you know what? He even wanted a fry machine in his house. Hey, where are my chips?
They're on the way, sir.
Good. I'm getting a call. It's my manager, Steve.
I'm sorry, sir. No phones at the table?
I am betting $100 grand a hand. I'm losing my ass out here. I'm loaded, baby. And you're trying to tell me I can't be on my phone at the table? What are you, my mother?
I'm very sorry, sir.
Yeah, you are. Now, where's my chips?
I'm on it.
Hey, Steve. What's going on, baby?
Ronald, did you take $10 million out of our corporate savings?
Oh, no. You're telling me that someone took $10 million out of my savings account that has billions in it? Oh, whatever will I do?
Ronald, you can't be spending money that recklessly.
Who says I'm spending it, Steve?
Are you at a casino?
Yeah, I live here, Steve. They give me free rooms. They know me by name.
You're not betting $100,000 per hand again, are you?
No.
Here are your chips, sir, in $100,000 increments.
Thank you. Hey, bet it all.
You want me to bet $4 million on one hand?
Yeah. Hey, and let it ride.
We can only let it ride if it wins.
Okay, well, if it wins, let it ride.
Got it.
Hey. Let it ride.
Ronald, our earnings are down in January.
Okay, who gives a shit, Steve? Just make like another Travis Scott burger. Ooh, or a Nicki Minaj meal. I got one, an Ariana Grande McCafe meal. Or a Drizzy Drake chicken nugget meal, Steve.
That's actually a pretty good idea, Ronald. Don't worry, we'll find somebody famous.
Yeah, but if you find someone, make sure they're A-list. I'm talking big time, like Hollywood. I'm talking Robert Downey Jr. I'm talking Eddie Murphy. I'm talking Robert Pattinson. I really liked his last work.
Okay, Ronald, I think I have just the person in mind. He's the most famous.
Okay, perfect. Talk your shit, Steve. What happened to my chips?
Well, we let it ride. You got 3 blackjacks in a row, and then you lost on the 4th one.
Oh, perfect. You know what? How about I, get some more chips?
You really shouldn't be spending all that money.
Well, you know what, Wendy? You really shouldn't be such a square, just like your burgers, piece of shit.
This movie's fun.
I hate my life.
I think this movie is giving me AIDS. I think if I took a blood test right now, I would test positive for AIDS. My spine hurts. I feel like I'm getting the flu.
They should take away one of his Super Bowl rings from making this movie.
At least one.
McDonald's time?
Yes, please, I'll drive.
Well, you're drunk.
Yeah, well, I would rather kill a family of 6 in a fiery car accident than watch another second of this film.
Wait, but we're not gonna finish the movie?
No!
Come on.
I'll drive.
I'm gonna finish the movie.
Let me see some. Oh, what? Has your name always been Hulu Has Live Sports?
Alright, Steve, which A-list celebrity meal did you make for me? Is it the Drizzy Drake box? Or maybe the Adam Sandler burger?
Well, we couldn't get any of those people, Ronald, but we got somebody even better, and he was even in an Adam Sandler movie.
You got me David Spade?
Nope.
Rob Schneider?
Nope, even better. We got Kerwin Frost.
The Snowman? Oh, you know what, Steve? It's a month late, but I like where you're going with this. Christmas in January. It could be big.
No, Kerwin!
Like the green Muppet dude, the frog? Steve, the Muppet Meal. Steve, the genius, Steve! Kids love the Muppets! You gotta eat that shit up, Steve! Let it break with your head, Steve! Yes!
What? No, that's Kermit, Ronald. I'm saying Kerwin. Kerwin Frost!
Is he like a Disney Channel star?
No, he created the Spaghetti Boys.
Is that a cartoon?
No, it's a clothing brand. See, his face is right here on the box.
Steve, please tell me that's Snoop Dogg's son.
No, that's Kerwin Frost.
So it's not Snoop Dogg's son.
No.
I got a question for you, it's very important. When you decided to make this box, did you just walk out of your office, walk down the street maybe a couple feet, and just point the first frickin' person you saw and just say, hey, do you want your face and your name on a McDonald's box? Do you want a meal named after you? Is that what you did, Steve?
Yeah.
Steve. Okay, Steve. If I go outside right now, and I walk and find a 10-year-old, and I ask him, hey, do you know who Kerwin Frost is he gonna tell me yes, Steve?
No, but this is an adult Happy Meal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me change the situation for you, Steve. If I go outside, and I go for a little walk, and I find a 20-year-old, and I ask him, hey, do you know who the hell Kerwin Frost is he gonna tell me yes, Steve?
No.
And Steve, if I go up to you right here, right now, and I ask you, hey Steve, before you made this shitty-ass box, do you know who the hell Kerwin motherfucking Frost is? Are you gonna tell me yes, Steve?
No.
Then why the hell is he on my box, Steve?
Well, Ronald, if you collect all the nuggets and the gold nugget, you can meet Kerwin Frost.
Yeah, collect 6 nuggets to meet Kerwin Frost? Now, if it was collect 6 nuggets to meet Drake? Drake? Are you serious, Drake? I would be eating this shit up. I'd be buying a Happy Meal every minute of every day, and I'd be fighting people over that shit. Oh, Steve, how many of these gold nuggets did you release, Steve?
Well, we only sold one.
Okay. Here's where you're gonna go, Steve. You're gonna go find Drake. And I'm gonna go find this golden nugget. Cause I think I wanna meet this Kerwin Frost fella. That way I can punch him in the face, Steve.
All right, we're back.
You guys missed a really cute ending to that movie.
I highly doubt that, but we get adult Happy Meals and it's the Kerwin Frost box.
Who's Kerwin Frost?
You don't know who Kerwin Frost is?
No.
Me neither, but his face is on a Happy Meal, so he must be pretty famous, whatever the kids are into these days.
Look, I got the golden chicken nugget.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder what I got. Let me see here. Oh, looks like I got Kerwin Frost himself.
I got some old lady who looks like Medea.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, it says right here that if you collect all of them, you can meet Kerwin Frost. I'm good. You guys good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't ever have to meet him.
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, Marvin, somebody's at your door. Can I please answer it? I love answering other people's doors. It's so much fun.
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna show him my Kerwin Frost. He's gonna love it. Hello? You want to see my Kerwin Frost?
What the hell did you just say?
Kerwin Frost.
Let me ask you something. Do you know who the hell Kerwin Frost is?
No.
All right, give me that shit. Get out of my way.
I wonder who was at the door.
Hey there.
Ronald McDonald!
Ronald Donald.
That's right.
What are you doing here?
I have one very important question for you twos. Before this bullshit happened, do either of you know who the shit Kerwin Frost is?
I have no idea who he is.
Perfect. Gold star. What about you, Twinkle Toes?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, good. Now, I'm gonna need that golden nugget.
But I wanted to meet Kerwin Frost.
Do you wanna die?
Just give it to him, Jeffy.
But I already sold it on eBay.
You sold it on eBay to who?
Him?
Oh, we meet again, Ronald.
The Burger King.
I'll just be taking this golden nugget. I want to meet Kerwin Frost.
Do you even know who he is?
Nobody pisses you off, and I love it.
I ought to come up there and beat your ass.
Bring it on, clown boy.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Ready? Fight.
Come on, you majesty.
Put up your dukes, you tool.
I've been practicing my boxing. Come on.
Before we fight, Ronald, I just have one question.
What is it this time?
Do you have any cavities?
Hell no, I don't have any cavities.
I bet you don't brush your teeth.
Bullshit, look.
I'm gonna enjoy this. Die! Choke on it! Die! Good night, Ronald. That's better. I fucking hate that guy. So, why do you guys eat McDonald's and not Burger King? Our burgers are flame broiled.
Well, I like the taste of your food more, but back in 2020, I threw up a lot. I got like food poisoning, and so I'm never gonna eat it again.
I'm sorry. Well, what about you?
The croissant is the tits.
Yes, my man! High five! Hell yes. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess I could take off, but, like, you guys want some free Burger King?
No, I'm good.
No. Okay. You sure? I mean, it's not Kerwin Frost, but it's...
I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
What's my favorite fast food place? Burger King. or Wendy's, you know.
Watch
I
NHL
don't know
games
which one
on a
my
variety of
favorite one,
networks with
actually,
YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to Story Time. I'm Pear, and this is... Orange? Orange! Are you here?
Shrek, yeah, I am.
Gross. But I do appreciate your enthusiasm for today's story, Shrek.
Oh, yeah! You could say I'm over the moon about today's episode.
Nah. Well, since you're so excited, maybe you should take the lead on this one.
I couldn't agree more.
Wait, you don't need the book?
Book schmuck, Pear. I know this story like the back of my hand.
Orange, you don't have hands.
Exactly.
So, I'm confused. Do you actually know the story, or don't you?
Yes.
Yes to which option?
Correct.
Dude, do you know the story of Shrek or don't you? What are you saying?
All I'm saying is this. Once upon a time in a land far, far away, there was an ogre named Shrek. He was green and farted a lot, and, there was a lot of mud and bugs involved, and,
Dude, you don't remember anything about Shrek. Just admit it.
Nuh-uh. I remember that he did an awesome opening montage to that one Smash Mouth song. You know, somebody once told me.
Don't remind me.
Somebody once told me. I mean, this thing had it all. Bugs, mud, farts, farting bugs. Just classic. Anyway, it was a super awesome way to start the movie. And then a bunch of other awesome stuff happened. I think there was a gingerbread man at one point, and they lived happily ever after.
Hold on. Who lived happily ever after, Orange?
What's that now?
I asked you who you're talking about. It feels like you don't actually remember any of the specifics.
No. I totally do. I didn't know you were gonna go all RoboCop on me about filling in the details. Jeez. Okay, so,
Maybe you'd like to talk about Princess Fiona and how she was kept locked in a tower?
Oh yeah, totally. Princess Leota.
Fiona!
That's what I said. Yeah. So Princess Fiona was locked in a tall tower, but had
I'm Bass Reeves, Deputy U.S. Marshal.
super long hair people could climb up.
Wrong princess!
Yeah.
I mean, she pricked her finger on a spinning wheel.
Wrong again!
She ate a poison apple. She wore a dress.
That's technically not incorrect.
Woohoo! I'm a genius!
Oh yeah? Well then tell me what happened next.
Easy! Next was another awesome Smash Mouth montage.
No.
Somebody once told me.
Do you really not know any other lines to that song?
If I knew them, would you want me to sing them?
Good point.
Anyway, after an encore Smash Mouth montage of Shrek eating bugs and farting and slinging mud and farting in mud and, I don't know, probably farting on bugs, we got introduced to another important character. And that character's name was...
Lord Farquaad?
Gesundheit.
That's his name!
Oh, I knew that. And Lord Farquaad really liked this one song that went, somebody wants...
Orange!
Just kidding. But not really, because who doesn't love that song?
Dude, can I take over the story now or what?
Why would I just let you take over? I'm just getting started. Because now that we've met the main characters, it's time for a bunch of fairy tale stuff to happen.
Okay, maybe you do know the story of Shrek.
Of course I do! So first, Shrek fought a dragon and defeated him by pulling a sword out of a stone and then throwing mud at the dragon and also farting on a bug!
No!
Then, Princess Fiona went for a walk in the woods to her grandmother's house. But when she got there, it wasn't actually her grandma. It was the band Smash Mouth disguised as her grandma.
Orange!
Somebody!
Enough! You're done, dude!
Nah, but we haven't even gotten to Lord Fartnob.
Farquaad!
Fartnard?
Farquaad!
Well, whatever his name is, he had some kind of scene with a gingerbread man, and his nose grew every time he lied. And when someone asked if he liked Smash Mouth, he said no. And you know what happened?
No.
Somebody got stabbed when his nose extended, that's what. Because that song rules and everybody knows it. Somebody once told me.
So tell me, Orange, who wound up living happily ever after in the end?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Okay, well maybe not everybody, but I'm pretty sure it worked out for somebody.
Orange!
Don't yell over the closing Smash Mouth montage, Pear. You're missing the best part.
You know, I want to be mad at you for desecrating a really great movie, but if I'm being honest, your humor level is basically on par with the real thing.
You but or believe it. The end.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a special episode of Storytime that promises to be out of this world.
Hey, Pear. You know what Jabba the Hutt's middle name is?
No, what is it?
The.
Oh my gosh. Well, as you can see, today we're telling the story of Star Wars.
Woohoo! Oh, check this out. You know how Samuel L. Jackson got a special purple-colored lightsaber?
Yeah?
Well, I got an orange one. Whoa! Whoa! I had it upside down. I almost wound up a Sith kebab.
If only. All right, should we get started?
Yes!
Young Padawan.
We begin, of course, with episode 1.
You sure you don't want to begin with episode 4?
Oh my god, you don't even know how to count. I'm so embarrassed for you right now.
But
first you didn't know Jabba's middle name, and now this?
Orange.
Pear, 1 is the first number.
I know that.
You sure? Because it seems
but Star Wars is different.
like you don't.
I do too.
Okay, fine. Let's just get this story time off the ground already. Na 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 na
Jar Jar Menace.
na.
Hold on. Is this the actual text from the movie? It feels like this has more references to Jar Jar Binks than I remember.
What? Jar Jar Binks is a main character in episode 1, Pear.
Maybe he is, but I know for a fact that episode 1 isn't called the Jar Jar Menace.
What can I say? If you think Jar Jar is just a supporting character, you're focusing on Alderaan things. Here are the facts, Pear. Early in the movie, the Jedi Knight Qui-Gon Jinn saves Jar Jar in the forests of Naboo, and they team up.
I'm with you so far.
And they make a classic buddy cop duo. Qui-Gon Jinn knows the Force, and Jar Jar knows Naboo. And also how to be funny, and also how to be handsome. Thanks to Jar Jar and his hilarious catchphrase, "How wooed," they're able to rescue Queen Natalie Portman and get her to another planet called Tatooine. There, Jar Jar does a whole bunch of really funny and important things like walking around, eating food, and looking at stuff. Then, a bunch of stuff happens, and Jar Jar gets promoted to a general and leads the Gungans in a huge, awesome, and occasionally hilarious battle against the droid army. But Qui-Gon Jinn doesn't survive the battle, which means Jar Jar has to shoulder the entire buddy cop dynamic himself for the rest of the movies. Now, on to episode 2, Attack of the Jar Jar Clones. Na 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 na.
Hey, does that say Jar Wars? Orange, stop! Jar Jar Binks is hardly in the movies once episode 1 ends.
Yo, what you talking about? He's in like every scene. Remember the scene in Return of the Jedi when Luke Skywalker shoots that proton torpedo down the exhaust vent and blows up the entire Death Star?
Yeah, everyone knows that scene. He puts away his computer screen and uses the Force to make the shot.
Look again! He didn't use the Force. Jar Jar was standing there, pointing to the vent opening.
What?
And you know that scene where Darth Vader tells Luke that he's his father?
No! Sure.
Well, in the director's cut, you see that Jar Jar is there too, and Darth Vader tells him he's his new stepdad.
No! Orange, Orange, that isn't true.
And then, you remember that scene at the Sarlacc pit? Listen closely, and you'll hear Jar Jar add some really important commentary in the background.
How old?
Stop it! Orange, this is preposterous. Jar Jar Binks is not the main character.
You're not the main character.
I know.
Look, I don't want to spoil the entire thing, but you definitely need to go back and rewatch the movies. Jar Jar's all over the place. I'm talking cameo after cameo after cameo. It's no wonder Disney gave Jar Jar his own spin-off series.
Really? I hadn't heard anything about that.
You haven't heard about the Gungalorean? Where bounty hunter Jar Jar whizzes around the galaxy with his sidekick, Baby Jarda?
Oh my God. I'm so glad that's not actually a thing, because if it was, it would be awful.
You really think that? How rude! Na 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 na.
Written and direct. Okay, you know what? I give up. I'm out of here.
Pear, wait! Don't you want to see the extra scene at the end of the credits?
What are you talking about? There's actually a scene after the...
Hello, it's me, Jar Jar Binks. Did you know many people do not know how to count? Like this guy here.
What the... Oh, come on!
So I should teach you to count now. 1, 2, sir.
This episode is over, you hear me? It's over!
And remember, number 4 comes after number 1.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Story Time. I'm Pear, and if you're wondering why I'm in such an awesome mood today, it's because I just found out some incredible news. Orange will not be joining me today. Cue the celebration! Haha, that's right. He's sending someone else to tell the story with me today, which means this episode will be 100% not annoying.
Fantastic news!
Wait.
Should we get started?
You're Orange's replacement?
Sure.
Gotta break free. Gotta ask, why not? Why not fuel up and live?
Sure am. Orange, you glad?
No! No, I'm not glad. You're practically worse.
Oh, come on, Pear. Give me a chance.
No!
Please?
No!
Please?
Blah, fine, fine. Just take a breath already. You're turning blue. I knew it. You're gonna ruin this episode just like Orange always does.
No. I promise I'll be good.
You pinky promise?
Pinky promise.
Okay, so today's story is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Once upon a time...
Wait, I just remembered something.
What?
I don't have a pinky.
Anyway, once upon a time there was a gigantic chocolate factory run by the brilliant and reclusive Willy Wonka. No one had ever been allowed inside to see how his candy was made. But that all changed one day when Willy Wonka announced that inside 5 Wonka bars, he had placed...
Laser guns!
Really? Sis, you know very well that there wasn't laser guns inside the candy bar wrappers.
Yeah, I know, but the story was getting kind of boring.
This is an incredible story, sis. It's not boring.
Well, sure. Now it's not, because 5 lucky kids just nearly got killed by laser guns. Now this is cinema. Yeah! Laser, 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 laser!
This isn't supposed to be cinema, sis. It's a book. And the kids did not find laser guns. They found golden tickets.
Not very visually stimulating. Oh, you know what this story needs? Some audio stimulation.
Stop trying to stimulate the story. It's a very good story, and it doesn't need your help.
I can't help it. I had a soda earlier.
Now then, Willy Wonka invited all 5 ticket holders into the chocolate factory and gave them a tour of the wondrous things inside. 3-course meal bubblegum, trained squirrels, fizzy lifting drink, Wonka vision, and of course, Oompa Loompas. Everything was going great. That is, until the greedy, gluttonous Augustus Gloop fell into the chocolate river and got sucked up a tube.
Whoa! Okay, now we're talking. So let me guess. Then the other kids called the cops, and they busted in, laser guns a-blazing. Willy Wonka didn't go down without a fight, though. Pew, pew, pew!
Sis.
Pew, 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 pew!
Sis, that's not what happened.
What do you mean there wasn't a laser gun fight.
I mean, nobody even called the cops. After Augustus Gloop got sucked up that tube, the tour group just kind of carried on as planned.
You're kidding me.
Oh, and also the Oompa Loompas did a song and dance number.
They danced after a kid got sucked into a tube? What kind of sociopathic story is this? Yeesh! You know what this book could really use more of?
Empathy for children?
Nope! Lasers! Yeah! Now we're talking pew 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 pew! Pew pew pew!
Stop it! Stop it! The Oompa Loompas did not have laser cannons strapped to their heads.
Bummer. This story could have been a classic.
It already is a classic.
No way! Classic would be the cops busting in with laser guns and chasing Willy Wonka through the entire chocolate factory, which is elaborately booby-trapped.
It's not that kind of story, sis.
It is now, Pear. Yeah, everywhere you look, cops with laser guns are getting wasted. And Oompa Loompa throws some 3-course dinner chewing gum down a cop's throat, and he turns into a blueberry. Then Wonka's squirrels attack and throw another cop down the garbage chute. Just when the cops think they have Wonka cornered, he escapes over their heads in a million tiny pieces via Wonka Vision!
This is an abomination, but I honestly kind of want to know how it ends.
It ends with the cops tricking Willy Wonka into drinking some fizzy lifting drink, and he floats up into that huge overhead fan! Yeah, super grisly demise. Pear, this book is not recommended for children.
Wait, so what happens to Charlie? You know, the titular character?
Oh, he flies off in a glass elevator at the end.
Oh, well that's a relief. Glad it's a happy ending.
Not really. One of those laser beams is in there with him. The end. Pew, pew, pew.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Story Time. I'm Pear, this is Sis, and today's story is Titanic.
If you're unfamiliar, Titanic is the story of a psychopathic woman who ruins multiple people's lives and...
Wait. I don't think we're talking about the same movie here.
Titanic, right? Big ship can't be sunk? Hits an iceberg?
That's the one.
Yeah, it's about a woman who's a complete psychopath.
Okay. Others might say it's one of the great love stories of our time. Why don't you let me lead this one, okay?
Okie doke.
Now then, once upon a time, not so long ago, people with high-tech submarines were searching the wreck of the Titanic for lost treasure when they found a picture of a woman wearing a massive jewel around her neck.
Yeah, that's her. That's the psychopath.
Her? Sis, that's Rose. She's the main character.
Yeah, I know.
You might not be remembering it right.
No, I'm pretty sure I am. The submarine dudes figured out Rose was alive, right? And they called her in to tell her a really long story about how she cheated on her husband and manipulated a penniless man named Jack into drawing her portrait for free?
I guess.
And then when the ship sank and the door was floating in the water that was clearly big enough to hold 2 people on top of it and kept the entire door to herself and let poor penniless Jack freeze to death in the water? And then at the end of the movie, it's revealed she actually had the huge jewel those submarine guys wanted the entire time. But she never tells them and instead secretly drops the priceless jewel into the ocean instead of, like, donating it to charity or using that money to bring even an ounce of good into the world? That sound about right?
Well, yeah, that's basically the plot of Titanic, all right.
Yeah, that lady is a complete psychopath.
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it's hard to argue with you on that one. I didn't realize it until now, but yeah, Rose from Titanic is a massive, massive psychopath.
Psh, you think that's bad? I haven't even gotten to the sequel yet.
Wait, what? Titanic doesn't have a sequel? How could it?
Oh, it's got a sequel, all right. It's called Titanic 2, Rose Goes Full Psychopath.
There is no movie called that.
It's in production, Pear, and it's gonna be awesome. I know. I read the script.
Really?
Well, also, I wrote the script, but hear me out. You know how old lady Rose passes away peacefully at the end of Titanic?
Spoiler alert, but yeah.
Well, Uh-oh! Titanic 2 takes place in hell!
Oh my gosh!
And because she's such a psychopath, Rose gets sent to the absolute deepest circle of hell. But she uses her psychopathic charm to trick people and move up, slowly but surely, level by level, until she straight up charms the devil himself and sneaks up into heaven!
Gotta say, this is quite the departure from the original rom-com.
And why would Rose want to sneak into heaven, you ask?
Because it's heaven?
Because Jack is there!
Oh, and she wants to apologize?
Basketball is back. Watch the action live with YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Your next project? Finding the right card for you. See if you're pre-approved in 3 simple steps with no harm to your credit score.
Real. The biggest psychopath the world has ever known is gonna apologize? Fat chance, Pear. She wants to see Jack so she can screw him over again!
What?
Oh yeah, she pulls the exact same trick again. She takes him to the door that separates heaven and hell, tells him there's only room in heaven for one of them when clearly there's room enough for 2, and he totally falls for it. The end.
What? Sis, that's an awful ending.
Too bad. The end. You already paid for your ticket. You watched the whole movie. No refunds. Sis gets 10% of the ticket price because she wrote the movie.
But...
The end, Pear. Roll credits.
Well, congrats, sis. You did it. You wrote a movie about the single biggest psychopath the world, and the afterworld, has ever seen.
Who, Rose? Oh, she's a major psycho, all right. But she's not the biggest psycho ever.
She's not?
No way. The biggest psycho would do something like, oh, I don't know, light some TNT for absolutely no reason. Something like that.
Oh. Oh. No! Hey, everybody, and welcome to Story Time. I actually just found out Orange is taking the day off today, so excuse me for a moment while I go process that. Yeah! All right. Now then, standing in for Orange today is Lou the Tick.
Great to be here, Pear. Excited to expose the dark truth about today's story.
Well, today's story is Jurassic Park. It's not exactly a mystery, so I'm not sure what you expect to expose.
Oh, I have a few ideas.
I'll say, your manifesto is longer than the book.
You bet your ass it is.
Oh, great. All right, let's see how this goes. Once upon a time, an eccentric millionaire invited a crack team of dinosaur experts out to a remote island. The reason? He wanted to give them a sneak peek at his new dinosaur-themed park before it opened to the public. But here's the twist. When the team got there, they discovered the millionaire had actually cloned real dinosaurs.
And here's the other twist. That's a complete lie. He did not clone dinosaurs.
What? I'm pretty sure that's how the story goes, Lou.
Oh, Pear. Pear. What are we gonna do with you, bud? You think Hollywood actually brought dinosaurs out of extinction for this movie? Bro, they're robots.
Okay, I understand that.
I don't think you do, amigo. Because earlier, you said that dinosaurs were real.
Right. In the story, they were real.
And that's where you're wrong. Because there were robots in the movie. There was some state-of-the-art CGI involved as well.
Lou,
Oh, bro, you are so lucky I'm here to dispel the misinformation for the audience. I can't believe you thought the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park were real.
I don't think that. I'm working within the reality of the story, Lou.
Sorry to break it to you, amigo, but Jurassic Park, it isn't reality. It's fiction.
I'm aware.
Jurassic Park doesn't actually exist. It is a made-up place. I believe it might even be a book.
It is a book. Can we please just get back to the story? Okay, so on the first night, it began to rain hard. And this was bad news for the dino experts because the power on the island went out, which meant the electric fences around the dinosaur pens stopped working.
And to make matters worse, water did a real number on the dinos. But again, they were actually robots.
Dude!
No, I'm serious. You ever see a robot get wet before? I have. They start wiggity. They start freaking out, man.
Fine, whatever. Across the entire island, dinosaurs started wigging out.
Exactly. They went nuts. Not even Steven Spielberg could control them.
Wait, You actually think Steven Spielberg is in Jurassic Park?
He only directed it. Of course he was there. And yet, despite the dino robots going berserk and all that, nobody died. The end.
No, not the end, Lou. A ton of people die in Jurassic Park.
They're actors, Pear! It was all fake. The quote-unquote lawyer who got eaten on the toilet, the so-called Nedry who got ink spat in his face, these are just actors. They're totally fine and went on to do a number of other projects in their careers.
You think I don't know that?
Sure, you know it now because I've educated you.
Oh, okay, you know what? You tell the story.
You mean it?
Yeah. I can't wait to see how you tell the story of Jurassic Park without any suspension of disbelief whatsoever. It's not gonna be good.
Of course it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be great! Okay, here we go. The year was 1993. Steven Spielberg assembled a crack team of thieves and liars.
What?
Some might call them actors or crew members, but the truth is, they embarked on a project to defraud and fool the general populace, all for the sake of making money.
That's preposterous!
Is it, Bear? Is it? First, they built some fake dinosaurs. Actors pretending to die from dino attacks. They recorded everything on a camera, and then they released the footage to the unsuspecting public who actually paid money to watch Steven Spielberg's fake documentary about killer dinosaurs!
No one thought Jurassic Park was real, dude!
Oh yeah? Then explain how Jurassic Park went on to make over $1 billion at the box office, Pear. Obviously, a lot of people were very fooled. I know I was, but in the years since I've done independent research and uncovered the truth. Jurassic Park is fake!
Lou, this is ridiculous!
Is it? Because the only thing that seems ridiculous to me is how you can sit here and defend Steven Spielberg after he fleeced the world like this. And what's worse is that he keeps doing it. Jaws? The shark is a robot! Indiana Jones? Look a little closer. That's just Han Solo in a hat! It's all a big conspiracy. Wake up, sheeple!
All right, well, I think that's enough truth for today. Thanks for watching, everybody.
E.T.? That's not what aliens look like. Believe me, I know. That's a puppet, amigo.
Enough!
Okay, I can see I'm about to be censored by this book cover. Everybody go check out my blog, www.truth.com.
I miss the annoying orange. I need that good laugh. Don't press the button. Super cut. Well, anyway, I'll play one more video. Or maybe. I didn't get to watch SmackDown last night. Guess what?
Angel Falls, I give you Christmas.
Very first thing we saw on SmackDown this week was Roman Reigns responding to The Rock. I checked in my book. That's big stuff. Well, I suppose to us it was a big deal, but not to the head of the table. He just went, ha 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 ha, and he walked off. I don't think he gives a damn. Also, hello, my friends, and welcome to Ups and Downs.
Which is the right thing to do. He shouldn't give a damn.
The only wrestling review show on YouTube that you should be watching, which isn't the case. Go and watch whatever the flub you want. However, only one person has the finger of power, the fop, and that's me. So many people come and give me ups and downs. I'm at their social media, but you don't have a finger of power, so you're just going to have to deal with it. Let's up those downs. We also had SmackDown specific stuff that we did have to sort out though, so it was time for the finals of the United States tournament. I knew this was going to be fun as well, and I was totally right, because you've got a modern day GOAT in Kevin Owens, and ever since Santos Escobar turned heel, well, that man is a laugh riot. Of course, Logan Paul was on commentary as well, because he wanted to see who his next challenger was going to be. When Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde just turned up, they fought Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, I suppose they were idiots, a couple of weeks ago, and they just fought their way to the back. So now it was mano a mano. Owens also capitalized on this too, because he wrecked Santos and hit the frog splash, and he got a 1-2-ooh. I was like, man, one day we should really do that. Be like Goldberg versus Lesnar for 2016, but in a totally different way. Kevin also kept looking at Paul throughout all of this, which was a terrible idea, because Santos was like, well, I'm going to take your arm and I'm going to smash it into Rita the ring post, which of course brings us the Rita the ring post rabbit. Now, my rabbit that I ordered still hasn't arrived. I'm getting a bit worried about it. So today, we are using a Care Bear. The point is this: stop throwing people into Rita the ring post. It's not fair. Escobar then went after Owens' arm like it was flashing red when he tried to go up to the top rope, but Kevin Owens stopped that with a DDT. When I swear, these two, there must have been a magnet on the turnbuckle, because they went up there, they came down. They went up there, they came down, and eventually Kevin Owens was able to hit this ridiculous suplex, and he got another 1-2-ooh. It was really funny though, because when we came back from the commercial break, once again, they're on top of the turnbuckle, and I was shouting, would you get down from there? Although it went terrible for Kevin. He went from the senton, and this time he went right into Santos's knees. Ruh-oh. Escobar then went right for a Frankensteiner, so more of this match was in the air, but of course Kevin Owens kicked out of that when we built to a big old finish, and it was nice and simple, but it worked. Because Owens went for the stunner, Escobar reversed that into the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, the surprise roll-up, and Kevin was like, no, you're not beating me like that. So he hit the pop-up powerbomb, he got the stunner, 1, 2, 3, which means now, at the Royal Rumble, it is Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul. I didn't know that I needed this match, but I really, really do. As they were both out there as well, Logan grabbed a microphone. He was all like, I am the greatest United States champion ever. Also, KO, you can't be the champ. You're from Canada. Owens kind of listened to this for a while too, before he decided, nah, man, you're really annoying. And he just punched him right in the face. I tell you, that was very therapeutic. If I had to make a prediction as well, I would assume that Paul would retain, but how the flub do you get away with that one? Honestly, I thought this was really fun. Give it an up. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits were then shown making their way to the ring when they told us it's going to be an almighty new year. I was like, I get it. That's your catchphrase. Before that, though, we did see Logan Paul being all wibbly-wobbly in the backstage area when of all the people, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory were there to help him, when Cameron Grimes just walked in. Where have you been? He thought this was hilarious, so Grayson pushed him. I suppose that's how we're going to start a brand new food. How dare you shove me? Now you must die. That little diversion did allow Bobby and the Profits to get into the squared circle, though. And what we essentially did here is tell everyone, hey, we're babyface now. Good. Because Lashley admitted that 2023 had been terrible for him, because all the things he tried to do, he wasn't able to do them. I mean, the dude wasn't even on WrestleMania. It is all different now, especially because he has teamed up with the Street Profits, so he's putting everybody on notice, because in 2024, they're going to take whatever they want. So if you're, like, in charge of an ice cream parlor, be careful if these guys turn up, they're going to want free dessert. They also took a swipe at the Judgment Day, so that's got to tie in, as Lashley also declared for the Royal Rumble. And at this point, I was like, oh man, they're really going to do well. When on January the 5th, or whatever it is, it went super duper bad. Because this has to tie into yet more gang warfare, and I love gang warfare, because out came Karrion Kross, out came Scarlett, when they were joined by Paul Ellering. I started to do the dance of joy. I predicted it right. Not really. I saw a spot on the internet, but I'm taking it. They were soon joined by the returning Authors of Pain, though, who jumped these guys from behind, and they stood there and read a book. They didn't do that. They did finish off Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, though, as Karrion hit that crazy new finish onto Bobby, when this brand new stable stood tall, and I tell you, they've got the first thing down. They looked really cool. I really hope we do see this through, though, because we have tried and just given up on Karrion Kross loads of times, and clearly he does have the talent. But once again, all these people together in one big schmozzle looks pretty good to me, so I'll keep everything crossed. But don't forget about Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits too. They deserve some gold as well. Give it up. When Michin lost her world title match against Io Sky. It was always going to happen. I really do like the fact that WWE remembered that Damage Control took her out months ago, because I'll be the first to admit, when I made a mistake on Ups and Downs, I actually did forget that this happened. I thought this was really good too, especially because Damage Control and the rest of OC just let them go at it in the ring, so this was the second match where we could just do one-on-one fun.
Watch football all season long, live and cable-free.
Michin also hit a dive to start when she got a big old knee and a cannonball for a 1-2-ooh, and I will be the first to admit I kind of watched the entirety of this match going, well, we're not going to have Io Sky lose. But I think they realised this too, so they came up with this one spot. My word, it got me. Before that, though, she did apply a single-leg Boston Crab. I was like, wait a minute, you're not even from Boston. And even when Sky went for a springboard, Michin just went, nope, smashed her in the mouth. I think Io then realised that she had to up her game, so she hit a flipping German suplex on the ring apron. Das ist der Streitgeister, tell das Ring. And they must have been watching the Kevin Owens match too, because they kept going up to the tippity top. But that is when, of all the things, Michin hit an avalanche Stars Clash, and she got the 1, and she got the 2, and she was actually going to get the 3. And do you know what Io Sky did? She shot out her arm, and she grabbed the bottom rope, and you're damn right it got me. That was some good old wrestling. Michin very sadly then took it one step far because she went to murk Io Sky and Barrier Barricade missed, so she ate it instead. When they went back into the ring, moonsault, 1, 2, 3. But there was this thing in the air where you're like, man, that Io, she got away with one. It really was a great performance by Michin though, who has just reminded everyone, maybe you should do some more stuff with me in 2024. We should. Up. We then had a Paul Heyman interview after this. They give you the headline, he's not happy with The Rock. And he's not happy with anyone. Because the only reason the Great One does want to sit at the head of the table is because Roman Reigns is already there. And let's not forget, you're not allowed to have a seat at the head of the table unless you are invited to the dinner of relevancy. It's the dumbest thing that anybody has ever said. And guess what, Rock? You ain't invited. Really, though, he knows The Rock just wanted to go viral. There's only 2 ways to do that in that life. 1, date Taylor Swift. Don't think he's going to do that. Or 2, get involved with Roman Reigns. Heyman then made sure to laugh at Cody Rhodes too, because that guy thinks he's going to finish his story when he even said, welcome back, CM Punk, and sure, you are the OG Paul Heyman guy, but I've now upgraded to someone even better. It's like I told you, he was firing those shots. He finished all this off by reminding that whoever does win our main event between AJ Styles, LA Knight and Randy Orton is still going to get smashed at the Royal Rumble, because Roman is the best and everybody loves it. Let's face it too, there's every chance that is the plan, and Reigns just holds the belt for the next decade, and then he just retires. As ever though, Heyman is just the master at this, and now it's got me totally confused in what direction WWE is going to go. So a round of applause, my friends. You are getting it up. Damage Control then congratulate Io Sky on her win when they laid out their plans again. Oscar and Kairi Sane are going to become the tag team champions. Sky's going to continue to be the world champion. And as for Bayley, she's going to win that there Royal Rumble. This is when Bianca Belair walked in, because why not? And she was like, yeah, you're not going to do that, because I'm going to win the Royal Rumble. And when she left again, that's right, she arrived just to leave, Dakota Kai was like, hey, Bales, you better sort out Bianca Belair. This is when my tum-tum sank again. I think Bayley is going to be in this group for very long. They're definitely going to screw her over. Then right after this too, we did have a mystery, because it was time to find out who Butch's tag team partner was going to be. Scary fingers. I also predicted this as well, so that's 2 for 2 for me. What a lucky boy I am. And it was NXT's Tyler Bate. So man, this is just the best thing ever. Because not only are Butch or Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate reunited on SmackDown, but they were taking on Pretty Deadly. So I was like, man, what a great advert for British wrestling. They totally killed it too, and it was so much fun. And basically what happened here is Butch came into the ring with all his meters powered up, so he hit all his signature spots, when Tyler Bate did the exact same thing. I don't think anyone told Pretty Deadly this. They came in with everything at normal. We then got the double dives as a wink and a nod to 2023 when we cut to the commercial break. And when we came back, Pretty Deadly were just in control. Problem was, WWE showed us a replay, so now I can't do my joke. My year is totally ruined. The whole point, though, was to build to the hot tag to Tyler Bate, who got in there, did a standing shooting star press, then he did his twirly-whirly thing. I don't know why that's so much fun to watch, but it is. We're all very weird. Butch was then back in as they hit a combo for a 1-2-ooh when Kit Wilson decided no, I'm having none of this, and he started to get involved with people on the top rope. I was like, why is this the theme of this week's SmackDown? It actually didn't help at all because the good guys shook it off like they were Taylor Swift. I'm hoping to go viral when they hit a double Tiger Driver. Don't often see that. And they got the 1-2-3. And Tyler got the pin here. Man, he was so elated. His smile was so damn big. So I have no idea if this is a permanent thing or not, but I am massively intrigued. Also, we need to work Sheamus back into this. And Rich Holland is now back on NXT. So we are moving the chess pieces, but it's getting it up. It was enjoyable. We then had more random stuff next, because who do you think walked into Nick Aldis's office? It was Ashante the Adonis. Once again, I was like, where have you been? Here.
Sir, there's no easy way to say this. Your wife isn't who she says she is.
I'm sorry?
She's your wife.
He actually totally agreed with this, though, and he told Nikki, listen, in 2024, I want more opportunities. And Aldis went, yeah, I think you deserve some opportunities. So I suppose he's about to get a push. Watch this space. It also meant we got to our main event, and as always, SmackDown just flies by. And it was AJ Styles versus LA Knight versus Randy Orton to see who the #1 contender was going to be. Let's just sum it up. This was straight fire. What I really enjoyed too is that there were absolutely no relationships here. It was like, I'm going to hit you, and you're going to hit me, and then we're going to hit your nan, and when that's done, we're just going to go, 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 go. But I also used Alan the announce table to smash AJ around when Randy Orton was back, and he did that to both guys. When Styles did return, and he was so pissed off that LA also has a 2-letter first name, he threw him into Simba the Steel Step. He also tried to hit the phenomenal forearm, but Randy noped him when he went for the draping DDT and RKO. But this is when LA Knight was back, and he pulled him out the ring. I just went, yeah, triple threat. See, I'm weird. He then threw Randy into Simba the Steel Step, so poor Simba was getting totally murked. But this meant he'd taken his eye off Styles, who then snuck up on Knight and took him out, so he was back in control. So you have to watch it like this. Bourne then got thrown into Barry Barricade and the steps once again. When Knight took his fist, he punched AJ when all of a sudden Randy had taken a Phoenix down. He gave a snap
Power slam.
to LA Knight. He gave a snap
Power slam.
to AJ Styles. I tell you, that move is super duper good times 9,000. That ended up with a really good 1-2-ooh when Randy Orton was going to hit the RKO, but LA Knight turned that into the blunt force trauma, and then he was going to win when Styles broke it up at 2.999. Honestly, it's the best roller coaster ever. Styles also hit the springboard 450, even though he's in his 40s. And this is when all of a sudden, LA Knight was busted open. I was like, wait a minute, that's the second time we've had blood on WWE TV in a week. Is it making a comeback? And is it going to be in the Royal Rumble? We then got all the finishes and all the breakups when, my word, AJ Styles went for the phenomenal forearm. He went right into the RKO, which always looks wonderful. And just when Orton was going to win, LA Knight pulled out the referee. This is why I like the dumb rules. In a triple threat match, that was perfectly fine. And once again, it got me. As all three guys were then trying to figure out what to do next, we got and out came Roman Reigns. This made me chuckle so much. I was like, Roman, it's been 20 minutes. What took you so long? It really was pretty cool, though, because he was like a damn mafia boss, as he told Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa to go and sort everybody out. And he joined in, too. And yeah, this poor trio of guys, they got absolutely murked. Of course, once again, this is fine because there is no DQ in the three-way, which is dumb, but I love it. And the absolute best bit is while Roman was running around going, yeah, I did it, or I have no idea what his plan is, to the camera, Nick Aldis found Paul Heyman. He was like, hey, man, tell your boy, good work, Chief, but now you've got a fatal four-way at the Royal Rumble. Heyman also sold that like death, and it does bring up a very interesting question. Are we doing this because Roman Reigns is going to lose his Super Duper Championship without being pinned so he can do this match with The Rock? I just want to tell you, that's a terrible idea. That is not the way you lose that belt. I mean, maybe that happens and even The Rock gets involved or something. I mean, you tell me in the comments below. And yes, I admit that sometimes going 20 minutes and then having a match end in a schmoz is frustrating, but that wasn't the case here. Sometimes things just clicked. It clicked. I really did enjoy this as well, and now I'm super pumped for the Rumble, especially because I want to know if we're going to nuke a 1,000+ day title reign. Seriously, you should go and watch this, even if you do know the ending. Up. Which brought us to the end of SmackDown. Of course, it's going to get an up. And look, I understand I've gone crazy with ups and not that crazy with downs this week, but I think every single company came out firing in 2024. That gets me excited in my Tootsie Toes. Or my feet. I don't know why I say it. Now, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe, and click the video on the screen, which is ups and downs for AEW Dynamite. I'd appreciate if you watch all the ups and downs, but otherwise, have a terrific weekend. There is no pay-per-view over the next 2 days. Can you believe it? But they'll be back soon, and I'll see you then.
And that is it, my people. That was an interesting show. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.